So what is the topic for today, my dear friends? What is the topic? So we are in lesson 5 and the topic is control structures. Okay, we are going to learn control structures. Again, a very easy chapter. If you have learned the previous chapters very nicely, I will be going in a very moderate level and I would be explaining each and every programs so that concentrate. So people who come late and join the class, I'm sorry, I will not be able to repeat, but others, please listen to me very carefully. Okay, so having said that, first of all, what do you mean by a control structure? What do you mean by control structure, my dear friends? Any idea what do you mean by control structure? Any idea what do you mean by control structure? You can put that in the chat box. Okay, so what do you mean by control structure? Control structures. Okay, let me tell you. Control structures will tell you how the program flow happens. In your program there should be a program flow, right? Okay, so how the program or how the CPU will execute your instructions, or let me not go to that CPU level. Okay, how your interpreter will execute your each and every statement in your Python program is what is controlled by your control structures. Did you get that? Did you get this? Okay, now so control structures will tell you how interpreter would actually execute your program, in what manner, in what steps, or in what fashion, or in what manner. Okay, and that is controlled by your control structures. Exactly, Ashutosh, it is your program, program flow control details. Very good, that's right. So we have how many kinds of control structures? Okay, how many kinds of control structures do we have? Can you tell me? We have given you over here. Okay, there are 3 types, isn't it? 3 types of control structures are there. What are they? The first one is called sequential control structures. The second one is selection based control structures. And the third one is iteration based control structures, right? So there are how many types of control structures? There are 3 types of control structures, right? So as I told you, control structures is going to decide or will tell your interpreter in what manner your program has to be executed, right? In which fashion it has to be executed. Now, what do you mean by sequential control structures? Okay, what do you mean by sequential control structures? So all these days we did programs, isn't it? We did a lot of Python programs, right? So all these Python programs that we did, right? Okay, they were all, they all come under sequential control structures. It means the interpreter will execute the statements line by line as it appears in the code, right? Now they are called as your sequential control structures. Did you get that? Do you get what I'm saying? Okay, no, if you have written the program from one first line 1 to line 10, okay, then first line 1 will get executed, then line 2 will get executed, then line 3 will get executed, then line 4 will get executed. It means how it has been presented, right? In the same way the code will get executed, line by line by line, step by step it would get executed. That is called as sequential control structures. So all the programs that we have done till date, okay, in our course, come under this category called as sequential control structures. Is that okay, my dear friends? Is that okay? Is this clear? The first one, sequential control structures. I'm also going to give you examples, okay, where you will be asked to identify what kind of control structure does this program belong to. So we'll be learning there. Okay, now next one is, what do you mean by selection control structures? Okay, selection based control structures. So selection based control structures is that the Python interpreter will decide to execute a particular set of statements, a particular block of statements, okay, only based on a specific condition. Okay, it means if there is a specific condition that has to be met, if that condition is met, if the condition becomes true, only then I will execute some part of the code. If the condition becomes false, then I'll execute some other part of the code, right? No, so it is like that, right? No, so say for example, if suppose I want to switch on the TV, okay, if I want to switch on the TV in my house, first thing I'll do, okay, is my wife watching TV? Okay, if my wife is watching TV, then I will I will not watch the TV. I'll just go to my room and I will actually start reading books. Okay, if my wife is not watching TV, then only I will go and watch TV. So something like that. There should be a condition which has to be met. Okay, so based on certain condition, the interpreter will execute certain part of the code. That is basically called as your selection based control structures, and that can be achieved in Python using these statements called as if else, okay, and if else, which I'll be giving an example for this also. Is this clear, my dear friends? Is this clear? Did you understand this? Okay, so the interpreter will execute certain part of your code only based on specific condition. Okay, so even this, there is an example I'm going to give you that, so it will become more clearer for you, right? So that is the second type of it. Okay, and the third kind of control structure is iterative. Okay, so what do you mean by iterative? Iterative is, you want to do certain activity, okay, certain amount of time, Okay, say for example you want to print say some numbers 5 times, or if you want to print your name 5 times, right? Then the same code has to be executed for a several amount of time. Repeatedly something has to happen, correct? No, so that is when, if suppose you go to your ATM, okay, then you insert your ATM card, right? You enter wrong password, so immediately what happens, the software has been written in ATM machine in such a way that if the password is wrong, okay, it'll again ask you enter the password, again you enter wrong, again it says enter the new password, again it says enter the password until certain condition is met. Okay, it might ask you for 5 times, and after that it says no boss, I'm not able to do it, I'll not allow you to enter the wrong password. You're understanding it? So something has to, some operations has to be has to be done repeated so some n number of times, okay, repeatedly the same operation has to be done repeatedly, and such kind of, you call that repetition as iteration. Okay, you call it as iteration, and so such kind of statements come under iteration based control structures, and we can achieve that, okay, using the two kinds of statements here. One is called as while, the other one is for. Okay, in this chapter I'll be discussing while, and the for I will be discussing later once I discuss sequential data structures. Is that okay? This is okay. Did you understand this one also? So there are basically three kinds of control structures. One is sequential, that is the interpreter will execute your statements in your program as it appears, line by line, step by step, it starts executing it. And the second one is selection based control structure, where your interpreter will execute certain set of statements only if certain condition is met, and if the condition is not met, then it will execute some other part of the code, correct? No, so it decides whether should I execute this part of the code or not, right, based on certain condition. That is called as selection based control structure. And the third kind of control structures is called as iteration based, where you have to do certain activity again and again repeatedly for a certain amount of time. Okay, so such kind of control structures is called as iterative based control structure. So that the example is while and for, where in this chapter I'll be explaining you while, the rest I will be explaining you when I discuss sequential data structures. Is that okay? And the other topics that I would be discussing today is we call it as else wait. Okay, break, continue, pass, and assert. All these things we'll be discussing today in detail. Fine, no? So I'll also be giving you programming assignment at the end of today's session, so that you will have to make use of all these constructs, and let me see who will actually use all these constructs and design a beautiful code. Is that okay? So in today's class we'll be discussing the theory part, okay, that is the syntax and concepts part, as well as the guess the output part, that is the debugging part. Okay, and programming part I want you to do by yourself. In these 3 days, that is Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, 3 days are more than enough for you to do all the assignments given to you. And on Monday and Tuesday I will take time to actually explain all the coding, okay, how to write your code and all that. Is that okay, my dear friends? Is that clear? Is it perfect? Okay, right? Okay, having said that, now let me explain you how this program one works. Now you tell me, okay, I'm just giving you time, just observe the code over here and you tell me whether what kind of control structure is it. Is it sequential control structure, or is it a conditional control structure, or is it iterative based control structure? What kind of control structure is this? Does this program belong to? Okay, no, so interpreter comes to the first line, it says print hello, hello gets printed, and then it says I love India, I love India gets printed. Okay, and then it says a is equal to 10, b is equal to 10, sum is equal to 10 plus 20. Okay, so 30 gets stored into sum. Again I'll say a is equal to 10, b is equal to 10, and I then print id of a and id of b. Okay, so is there any condition over here, my dear friends? Okay, is there any condition over here? There is no condition, right? It is sequential, right? Line by line by line the program is getting executed, and this is called as sequential. This program comes under the category of sequential control structures. Is this okay, my dear friends? Did you understand this? I hope you understand what you mean by id of a and id of b, right? This will give you the memory location, right? Is that okay? Did you understand this? The idea of that particular object. Clear? No? Is everything clear? This comes under, everyone clear, my dear friends? This comes under sequential control structures. Clear? Okay, I want everyone to put that in the chat box. Is it clear? Is it clear? Okay. Okay, awesome. Thank you. Thank you. So shall I proceed to the next one? Okay, I'm proceeding to the next one. Okay, where we come across a statement called as if, right? Now, so when I say if else, and if else, this comes under what kind of control structure? When we are dealing with if else, if else, we actually are dealing with selection based control structures, isn't it? Yes or no? So we are okay. So why do we call it a selection based control structure? Because okay, certain piece of the code gets executed only once a condition is met, certain conditions is met, isn't it? Okay, so what is the syntax for this? I'm going to write a syntax, so listen to me carefully. The syntax goes like this. Okay, so this first line is called as your if header. What is it? It is called as your if header. Can you please put that in the chat box? This line is called as if header. Okay, put that, I'll tell you how it works. Just say if header, it is called as your if header. Okay, so if and you're supposed to have one condition over here. You're supposed to have one condition. Okay, and then this condition has to be, I mean, this if header must be terminated with a colon. Okay, like this, so that the interpreter understands that, okay, the condition is over, now the block will start. Is that okay? So this is called as your, okay, if header, and this condition must result in a true or false value. What is that it should result in? It should result in a Boolean value. Okay, that nothing but either it should be a true value or a false value. Is that okay? Is this okay, my dear friends? Do you understand that? So if condition colon, if condition colon is called as your if header, and this condition must result in either a true value or a false value. Is that clear? Till here, is it clear, my dear friends? Tell me, is this clear? Okay, if is a keyword, if is a keyword, and there should be a condition which will result in a true or false value, and then there should be a colon over here, which indicates that the header is over, and then come to the block, is what is the meaning of colon over here. Colon is given to indicate the interpreter that the header is over, now what follows is a block of statements, correct? Now, having said that, now if in my example over here, now what is the condition? What does it result in? Does it result in a true value or a false value, my dear friends? Okay, if 1 equal to 1, does it result in a true value or a false value? It results in a true value, isn't it? Okay, so if it results in a true value, it means I will have to enter into this block. Okay, I will have to enter into this block. Did you understand this, my dear friends? What I'm telling you now, I have to enter into this block is one. Okay, if you understood this, I'll tell you, I want to tell you something else also, right? I'll talk about indentation. Right now, listen to me very carefully. Listen to me very carefully. Okay, in C language, okay, people who know C language, you can connect. People who don't know C language, it's okay, forget about it. Okay, so people who know C language, listen to me. Okay, in C language, you could have written like this, isn't it? If, okay, if, okay, say I is equal to or 1, whatever it is. Okay, if condition, if you would have written if I equal to 1, okay, you could have written this, isn't it? You will say, let me take this. Okay, let me take this. Okay, 1 second. And what if I want to write something called as printf hello? Okay, I would have written printf hello. Okay, so will it give any problem to me? Is this okay in C language? Printf hello, will this give me any problem, my dear friends, in C language? Okay, if I say if I equal to 1, there is no problem in this. It's absolutely perfect, isn't it? But this is a bad programming practice, isn't it? This is a very bad programming practice, because it is a bad programming practice because, okay, you have not written a proper code over here. Okay, isn't it? First thing is that you have not put a curly braces to indicate that this printf belong to this if condition, and the second one is you have not maintained a proper indentation, isn't it? So if a good programmer, you know what he does, a good programmer will will write the same code in C language like this. He would say if I is equal to 1. Okay, just say if I is equal to 1, he will leave one space over here, isn't it? He will leave a tab space, isn't it, my dear friends? He will leave a tab space. Okay, and then he will say here printf. Okay, printf and hello, correct? No, he will say printf hello, isn't it, my dear friends? Hello, he would say printf hello, and this indicates that printf belongs to if. This is called as indentation, leaving a space. Okay, leaving a space for a particular block is called as indentation, isn't it? Correct? No, it indicates that printf belongs to if condition over here, right? So in C language, whenever I teach C language, professionally to working professionals, students, I keep telling them that, okay, first thing is, see, writing code is not important. Writing readable code is very important. I've been telling this to all my students. Writing code is not important. Writing readable code is important, right? Anyone can actually write code, but only professionals will actually write readable code so that others will understand. When you maintain such kind of indentation, okay, you call it as, you can become you will be called as a professional programmer when you maintain some kind of neatness like this, right? No, so you know what Python says? Python says, boss, I'm not even giving you the option of writing it over here. Okay, I'm not even giving an option to you. If you write print over here, I will throw an error. That's what it says. It says, no, boss, I'm not going to give you at all, right? Say C language is giving you an option. That is why you're trying to actually make mistakes, isn't it, my dear friends? Yes or no? See, C language says, even if you write here, I'm okay. I'm okay with it, isn't it? Right now, I will tell you in my class, I will tell you to all my Python students, I'm telling you that, even if you don't attend my class, it's okay. No problem. You don't even attend my class. It's okay. I'm going to give you recorded videos is what I will tell you right now. So in that case, what will happen? In that case, what will happen? You keep missing your classes, isn't it? You keep missing your, hey, anyway, Subhash is going to give, right? But in this session, I'm not even giving you that option. I'm not even giving you that option of missing classes. I'm telling you, boss, I'll give you only 5 recorded videos. Now, what will happen? You will come and attend my classes, right? So that is, so what do you call that? Is called as disciplined. You're understanding what I'm saying, right? So Python is like the current Subhash who is actually, not even giving you option of missing classes, right? No. So that is why, okay, Python says if you are not maintaining the spaces over here, I'm going to give you an error. Okay, so it is mandatory in Python that you have to provide proper indentation. It is mandatory. There is no option that you cannot give. In C language there is an option, but in Python there is no option. You have to maintain spaces. Okay, throughout your program you have to maintain uniform spaces. You're understanding what I'm saying, my dear friends? Guys, are you understanding what I'm saying? You have to maintain spaces, and that too it should be uniform. Okay, so what do you mean by uniform? I'll tell you in some time. Before that, now if this is called as if header, if 1 is equal to 1, come to the next line, and I have given in my program, I have given one tab space. You know what do you mean by tab? Okay, it would be on your keyword with keyboard which says tab. I have given tab can be either 4 spaces or it could be 8 spaces depending on whatever settings you have done. Okay, in my program I have given 4 spaces. Okay, so when the moment I say 4 spaces, automatically the interpreter understands that, okay, so this print belongs to this particular if. Is that okay? This print belongs to this particular if. Are you understanding what I'm saying? So interpreter is going to understand, okay, if 1 is equal to 1, then I will have to execute hello. Okay, if 1 is not equal to 1, then I will skip this. I will not enter into this if block. Did you understand this? So if you want to group a set of statements under this, then you have to maintain equal number of, okay, tab spaces. Did you understand? Did you understand what I'm saying, my dear friends? Hello, are you understanding? Right? If suppose, say if you want to write 3 statements after your if condition, then you will have to write it like this. If I is equal to 1 colon, okay, and if you want to write if I is equal to 1, you want to print 3 statements, then you have to leave a space over here, okay, by saying, okay, print, I'm not writing full, okay, print hi, okay, and print hello, okay, and print, okay, print what is that, print hi hello bye, something like this, right? So only then when you leave this equal amount of spaces, okay, the interpreter understands that these 3 statements belongs to whom. These 3 statements belongs to this if condition over here. Did you understand this? Okay, now answer my question. Do you think this print belongs to this if condition? Does this print belongs to this if condition? No. Why? Because the indentation is not there, right? No. So did you see the confusion is avoided over here? Isn't it, my dear friends? Such a beautiful concept that Python has brought in. I really like this. I told you on the starting day also, the first thing that I like about Python is the indentation concept. Okay, it is not even giving you a choice of writing, unindented code. Okay, so writing an unindented code is not a choice. Okay, you have to write proper indentation, else you are going to get an error. Okay, so similarly after the class, what I want you to do is just try to bring this print over here without indentation, write the code and see what will happen, and you will definitely get an error over there. Okay, will you try that after the class? Did you understand this? Okay, now, so what is that called as, my dear friends? What is this called as? Okay, now can you tell me what is the output of this program? First of all, what is the output of this program? Can you tell me what is the output of this program? As I've given, I think I've given you here, right? It prints hello. If 1 is equal to 1, it'll enter into this if block. It says hello, and then come to the next line and then say print hi. So the output would be hello and hi. Is that okay? So this is normal statement which is there in the program. So first it will check. Now you tell me, if suppose instead of 1 is equal to 1, I would have written, okay, 1 is equal to 0, then what would have been the output? Can you tell me? Can you tell me what would have been the output? If 1 is equal to 0 would have been a false, then I will not enter into this block, right? No, so this block would be skipped, and then it will print hi, right? Now one thing that you will have to understand is, in Python this block is also called as block. Can also be in C or Java, you call it as a block. In Python, even it is block is also right, but Python people specially call it as a suite. Okay, you call it as a suite. Is that okay, my dear friends? Okay, few people call it as a suite, or few people call it as a clause. Okay, they'll also call it as a clause. Is that okay? So keep this in mind over here. Is that okay? Okay, okay, sir, instead of colon we can use braces. Who said? Sai Priya, who said? If that was the case, I would have told you, no, you cannot use braces. This is the syntax. This is how you'll have to use it. Sai Priya. Okay, no? Sai Priya, did I tell you can use braces over here? Sai Priya, you cannot use braces. You have to maintain this only. There is no braces. There is no concept of braces over here for blogs in Python, Sai Priya. Is that okay? Is that okay? Clear? Hello? Sai Priya, yeah? Okay, why are you imagining something? If I'm, don't imagine anything. Okay, if suppose something like that was there, I would have told you. right? So don't imagine anything. So there is no concept of braces for separating blocks. This is the method, okay? And one more thing that I want to tell you is that, now listen, okay, let me explain the next program. Did you understand this? And then I'll explain the remaining thing. Did you understand this, my dear friends? Is that okay? Right? I'm going to explain, right? See, by your doubts would be cleared by the time I come to the end of the session. So listen to me, each and everything is given, okay? Now I'm going to explain. Listen, did you understand this one for now? Did you understand this for now? Okay. You understood what is if header? You know what do you mean by a suite, or what do you mean by a block, or what do you mean by a clause? Okay. Now I'm coming to the next program. Okay. So did you see what is there? What is the difference with this program and the next program? What is the difference? This is only if statement. Only if statement is there. What is the next one? What do you have here? You have a if and you have a else. Did you see that? You have a if and then you have a else. Hello, you saw or not? Guys, did you see or not? Okay, now did you see? Okay, so you have a if and a else, right? Now what do you call this line as? What do you call this line as? Tell me, what do you call this line as? Keep answering my question. Okay, I'm asking you a question so that you will go to your brain, you will start thinking, brain will go fetch your answers and it will give it to you, so that it will be in your head for a very long time, right? So what do you call this line as? It is called as your if header. Very good, if header. Okay, and then you have something called as your else header, correct? So this is your else. Okay, and then, okay, what is this called as, my dear friends? What is this clause belongs to whom? This suite or this block belongs to whom? This suite belongs to whom? It belongs to if. And this suite belongs to whom? Or this clause or this block belongs to whom? It belongs to else. Okay, so how does this work? How does this work, my dear friends? Okay, so if should have what? What should if condition? If after if, what should be there? What should be there after if? Tell me. I have also told, hey, no, here, what is this called as? Condition. Very good. It must have a condition, and that condition must result in what? And that condition must result in what? Always it must either result in a true or false value, isn't it? It's nothing but a boolean value. It must result in a boolean literal or a boolean constant, which is nothing but either true or false, correct? No. Now assume that, okay, in my program I am, it says, okay, I am you have input. You hope you know this function. Input function is used to take an input from the keyboard. Okay, it says enter percentage and I am entering 65. Okay, 65 would be taken by input function in which format, my dear friends? Input function. Okay, when I enter 65, it would be taken in which format? Hey, who is that telling enter? Dirty fellows, all dirty fellows. I told you, no, input function will take that 65 in which format? It would be taken in string format, right? No, and that string would be actually converted into, it would be converted into what? It would be converted into int. Int function is going to convert that string 65, and then the it would be stored in percentage. In that case, what is the type of the percentage? Tell me, what type? What is the data type of percentage? What is integer? Isn't it? Yes, it is an integer data type. Okay. Now, if percentage is greater than or equal to 70, if percentage is greater than or equal to 70, my dear friends, tell me, is 65 greater than or equal to 70? It is false. No, this entire thing becomes, this condition becomes false, isn't it? This condition becomes false, right? If it is false, can I enter into this if clause? Can I enter into this block, my dear friends? No. So what happens? I'll come to the else part. Okay, if this condition is true, enter into this if block, print a distinction, ignore the else part. But if this percentage greater than or equal to 70 becomes true, I mean it becomes false, then skip this if block or if suit, and then, okay, enter into the else part and then print first class. Is that okay? Did you understand this? It's quite simple. Do you understand this? Hello, did you understand this? Shall I repeat once again? Shall I repeat once again? Okay, the repeat is very simple. If this condition, whatever is given over here, if this condition is true, if this condition is true, then what will be the output? The output would be distinction. Okay, okay, you tell me. Okay, instead of 65, if I'm entering it as 75, then what would have happened? If I'm giving the input as 75, then tell me, if 75 greater than is equal to 70, is it true? This will be true, and I will enter into this if block and print a distinction, and distinction would be the output, and else part would be skipped, isn't it? Else part will be skipped. Whereas if suppose in my actual example, I'm entering 65, isn't it? I'm entering 65, and therefore 65 greater than or equal to 70 becomes false, isn't it? Once it becomes false, I will have to skip the if part and then get into the else part, right? Now, you know what is that I want to tell you over here? This if and else is quite simple. But what I want to tell you here, when it comes to, following the rules of Python's, block or Python's indentation, is that, okay, what is the space that I've given over here? Okay, that should be the same amount of space that I'm giving over here. Do you understand this? Else you will land into troubles. Right now, you will definitely land into trouble. It means, if suppose you have given a tab space over here, okay, and what is the tab space that I have used, my dear friends? Tell me, Okay, what is a tab in my Mac on my computer? What is a tab? It is force. I'm pressing, I'm clicking, I'm entering that what is called, I am pressing that tab button, and the cursor comes 4 spaces ahead. Okay, whereas when I'm writing the else block, instead of using a tab, I have just pressed 4 times spaces, space, 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 space. Both are equal, no? Both are equal, right, my dear friends? Yes or no? Both are equal, right? Giving a tab and giving 4 spaces are same, right? But that is wrong in Python. Okay, your Python interpreter will give you an error saying that, boss, you must be consistent in giving whatever you want to give, right? It means if you're using a tab for one block, then it should be the same throughout your program. Do you understand what I'm saying? It should be the same throughout your program. Are you understanding? If you have decided to use spaces, use spaces. If you have decided to use tab, use tabs. But you cannot have a mix of both. It is not allowed, right? Now, not only in this block, entire Python program, you have to maintain uniformity while maintaining indentation or while writing indentation. Is this making clear to you, my dear friends? Hello, is that okay? And also here you will use 4 spaces, and here if you use 2 spaces, you will get an error again. Okay, it means that Python is very strict about indentation, and you have to maintain one thing uniformly throughout your entire program. And I would recommend you to use tab. That is because easy. Instead of using spaces, I would definitely recommend you to use tab and make use of 4 spaces, and that would be really good. It's my experience, personal experience. Now if you it's my personal opinion. If you want to use 8 space or whatever it is, it's up to you. Did you understand this, my dear friends? Hello. So most of the time you will be getting error. I will challenge you, I will bet you, once you start solving the assignment problems from today in script mode, I am sure you will definitely, though your program looks everything correct, you will start getting error at least once, minimum once at least. You will get this error called as indentation error, because without your knowledge, when you are focusing so much on the core logic of your program, okay, you might end up giving spaces instead of tab, or one place tab, the other place spaces and all that. So don't post that in the group saying that what is the error, show me, help me and all that, right? But by default, try to solve it by yourself. Is that okay? Right? So can we use only one spacer? Yes, Tausif, you can use one space, but you will have to again maintain, okay, you will have to maintain the same thing throughout. Okay, no, Shrikant, we can also write it without spaces, right? No, Shrikant. Okay, you will have to use indentation. I'm telling you, you have to use proper indentation, else it is not given, you will not be able to execute it, right? So I want you to try it out. Okay, I want you to try it out. Will you try it out? Okay, don't give space, give tab, then give space, intermix both, and then try it out. Is that okay? Now don't try to make me interpreter. I want you to try it out. I've given you the rules. Now after the class, I want you to do all these things. First you put tab, then you put spaces, then you put space, then you put tab, you put 4 spaces, then you put 2 spaces. Okay, all these things you try doing it, you will only get to know how it works. Is that okay? Right? Clear with that? Okay, now did you understand if and else? Now you tell me, this comes under what kind of control structure, my dear friends? Under what category does it come? Under what category does it come? It comes under sequential control structure, isn't it? This comes under sequential control structure. Yeah, very good. Okay, now having said that, okay, just give me a moment, my dear friends, just give me a moment. Okay, right, so 1 second. One second, guys, 1 second. Just give me a moment, just give me a moment. Guys, just 1 minute. Okay. Okay, guys, a small request, okay, to all. I can see few people who do not have the right way of, they have not maintained the name. Make sure I have removed 3 people now who did not have their SPC ID and name. I can see few people with only your SPC ID. Please have your SPC ID and your name, my dear friends. Okay, and if you're not having that properly, then I'm going to remove in the next 15 minutes. So make sure rename yourself with your SPC ID and you are followed by your name. If your not name is not there, I'm going to remove you. Okay, so please make that. Okay, so someone is asking, Pallavi, sir, then why we use this? Where that is an interpreter shell, Pallavi. That's all. We're not using it. This is called as, guys. Do you know that there's a shell prompt? Do you know there's a shell prompt where you enter commands? That is an shell prompt for your interactive mode. You know this, no? Why Pallavi does not know that? Okay, Pallavi, why don't you know that? Why you were not there? You are attending my class for the first time or what, Pallavi? That is an interactive mode. That is a shell for your interactive mode. Okay. Now coming to the next one. Okay, now listen to me. So what do we have here? Okay, Jai Chandra, listen to me. It is here. Okay, now listen to Jai Chandra. Your question is here. Okay, now this is clear. No, now I am getting into this. Okay, now tell me. Assume I am entering the percentage as. Okay, now it says enter the percentage. Now I am entering the percentage as say 35. Okay, 35. Okay, now can you tell me what happens? I'm going. Okay, one by one I'm going into it. Okay, this is called as nested if else. Okay, first listen to me, my dear friends. Okay, oh, cool guys, I know you guys are awesome, so let us go step by step. Okay, first, if percentage is greater than or equal to 70, tell me. Okay, tell me whether if percentage. Okay, it is no answer. Keep answering my question, my dear friends. Is percentage greater than or equal to 70? No, right? It is false. So can I enter into this if block? Can I enter into this clause, my dear friends? Can I enter into the suite? No, right? I cannot enter into this. So what is it I have to do? I'll have to come to the else part, isn't it? I'll have to come to the else part, isn't it, my dear friends? Hello, yes or no? Now I am going to ask you one question. You have to answer that. Okay, now tell me, does this print belong to this if block? Does this print belongs to this if block? Does this print belongs to this if block? No, right? No, it doesn't belong. Why you are saying yes, it doesn't belong? No, because why it doesn't belong? Because this print is not part of if block, it is part of the else block, isn't it? This print belongs to the else block, isn't it, my dear friends? Yes or no? So this entire thing belongs to the else block, correct? No, and that is the use of indentation. Did you see that? This is the beauty of indentation, my dear friends. Okay, this entire thing belongs to the else block. Okay, now I'm asking you one more question. Listen to me. Does this print, okay, does this print belong to this if block? Does this print belongs to this if block? You'll have to understand this does this print belongs to this is block? No, this print belongs to only this else part, isn't it, my dear friends? Yes or no? Because how do you know that? This is because there is an indentation over here, isn't it? Okay, no, super cool. Now tell me, does this print belong to this else block? Does this print belongs to this else block? Yes, it is. It belongs, because here this is under this else. No, this is under this else. Okay, okay. Now this print belongs. Does this print belongs to this if block? Does this print belongs to this if block, my dear friends? Yes, it belongs to this if block, isn't it? Does this if belong to, listen to me, does this if belongs to this else part? Does this if belongs to this else part? Yes, it belongs to, isn't it, my dear friends? Okay, now you tell me, does this if belongs to this if block? Does this if belong to this if block? Absolutely no, isn't it? It doesn't belong to, isn't it? So the only statement that is belonging to the outer if block is this one statement. That's all, isn't it, my dear friends? Is it? It's very easy to understand, no? Isn't it? Yes or no? Agree, disagree with me? Agree, disagree with me? It's very simple to understand, isn't it? Okay, so this is how, okay, you will have to maintain your indentation. Is that okay? This is how you will have to maintain your indentation, my dear friends. Okay, so now let us go and solve this problem. Okay, let us know. Okay, now you tell me what will happen over here. So if percentage is greater than or equal to 70, which is nothing but 35 greater than or equal to 70 is false. When it is false, can I enter into this if block, my dear friends? No, right? I will have, can I enter into this? No, so I will have to enter into the else block. Okay, so I will enter into the else block. Once I enter into the else block, there is a, did you see this indentation over here? Okay, Rakesh sir, why program go in inclined way? Because we are living spaces. Hey, come on, Rakesh, is this a question, man? It is. We are living spaces. That is why, to indicate the blocks here, Rakesh. Rakesh, darling Rakesh, did you understand why? Means it is, we are giving a space over here. Yeah, come on, man. Okay, so else part. Now again, I'll check. I am under else block now, and I'll now check. Okay, is this percentage that is 35 greater than or equal to 60, my dear friends? Is it greater than or equal to 60? No, no. So what will I do? I'll come to the else part now, correct? I'll enter into the else block. Now when I enter into the else part, again, this if block belongs to else part because I have given a tab space over here. Now is 35 greater than or equal to 50? Okay, is 35 greater than or equal to 50? No, right? Again, I will come to the else part, okay, and I'll skip this, I'll come to the else part. Again, there is an if condition over here, right? So if percentage greater than or equal to 40, my dear friends, no, right? Again, I'll come to the else part and print fail. Did you understand how this works? Okay, so Rakesh was asking if why this, did you know, inclined way. Rakesh, did you understand why is this an inclined way? Because I'm giving blocks over, I'm giving indentation over here. Guys, hello, it's a very simple one, no? Rakesh, darling, did you understand this, Rakesh, darling? Yes? Okay, cool. Now, guys, shall I proceed to the next program? Now, this program comes under which category? This program comes under which category? Okay, sequential or selection based? It is selection based. Is that okay? Okay, right. Now, having said that, we'll go to the next one. Okay. Now we have come to the third kind of, we completed, what all we did we complete? We completed if, we completed if else, and then we also saw nested, if else, nested if else. Okay, so then we have something called as your elif, isn't it? If else, right? So in C language you have if else if, isn't it? If else if ladder we call it as. So here we have elif. Okay, instead of else if we have elif. Okay, so how does it work? Now again, assume that I am entering 35. Now you tell me, how does it work, my dear friends? First, the if header is 35 greater than or equal to 70. Answer my question. If 35 greater than or equal to 70, this results in what? This entire condition results in false, no? Okay, it enters in false. If it results in false, can I enter into this if block? Can I enter into this if block? No, I cannot enter into this if block. Then it comes and sees the next one, elif. Okay, elif means else if. Elif is nothing but else if. Okay, so instead of using else, nested if else if, okay, nested if else, you can make use of this, right? So elif is percentage greater than or equal to 60. Elif, is it greater than 60? No. Okay. Else if percentage greater than or equal to 50? No. Elif percentage greater than or equal to 35? Yes. No. Then I would say third class. Is that okay? Is that okay, my dear friend? Did you understand how this works? Okay. I have not given the output over here so that I want you to try it out by yourself. That is why I did not give the output over here. Is that okay? Clear? Do you understand this? Quite simple, no? Now this comes under what kind of control structure? What control structure does it come under? Okay, it comes under what kind of control structure? It comes under selection based control structure. Super cool. Is this clear, my dear friends? Okay, is this clear? Okay, super cool. Now I'm going to the next one. Okay, now we have something called as, okay, what is the third kind of control structure? What is the third kind of control structure? What is the third kind of control structure? Okay, tell me, what is the first kind of control structure? Let us revise. What is the first kind of control structure? First kind of, okay, sequential control structure. So what do you mean by sequential control structure? Where the interpreter would, execute your Python program line by line, isn't it? Line by line, step by step, each and every program without any condition, it would be executed. Whereas in your selection based control structure, what happens? Okay, if you have a Python program, there would be a condition, like if condition. If that condition is true, then it will execute a certain set of statements. Else it will execute certain other set of statements, isn't it? So there is a condition, right? So that is called as selection based on a selection, right? Now the third one is iterative, right? Iterative, you call it as iterative, where it is called as your iterative based control structure, where certain activity happens, again and again in a repetitive manner it happens, right? So one of that is while. We have another one called as for, where I won't be discussing for here. I'll be discussing for in the next chapter. For now, let me discuss while and I'll tell you how it happens. Okay, so first is, what is the value of n? What is the value of n? Keep answering my question, I'll be able to help you out. What is the value of n? Okay, the value of n is 5. Okay, and then I would say, okay, this is called as your while header. What is this called as? Can you put that in the chat box, my dear friends? What is it called as? What is it called as? Can you put that in the chat box? It is called as your while header, isn't it? It is called as while header. Okay, now even this should have a condition. Okay, so until this condition becomes false, this would be happening, this activity keeps happening again and again. This is called as the block of the while. Okay, this is the block. It is a suit, it's a while suite. It's a while suite. Okay, so now keep answering my question. Is n not equal to 0? True or false? N is not equal to 0. Is this statement true or false? Is this condition true or false? It's true, right? Okay, n not equal to 0 results in a Boolean constant of true. If it is true, what I will do is I will enter into this block, correct? No, I will enter into this block and print n. So what is that I'll print? Can you tell me? Okay, what is that I'll print? I will print 5. Okay, I'll print 5, and then I will do n is equal to n minus 1. When I do n is equal to n minus 1, what will n value become? What will n value become? Condition, I'm getting into this suite now. N is equal to, it becomes 4, right? So again, I'll come back to this while header to check the condition once again, right? Now, so is 4, now what is n value? What is 4? What is n value, my dear friends? It is 4. 4 not equal to 0. 4 not equal to 0. True, false? It is true, right? If it is true, again I will enter into this suite and I will again execute these statements. So print n will print 4, and then again I'll do n is equal to n minus 1. Now what will n value become? N value will become 3. Again I will go back to the while header to check for the condition. 3 not equal to 0 is, what is 3 not equal to 0? It is again true. 3 is not equal to 0. It is true. I'll enter into this, while loop. Okay, once again it is called as your, this is a loop basically. I'll enter into the while loop. I'll say print n, which is nothing but 3. and then do n is equal to n minus 1, it becomes 2. Okay, 2 not equal to 0 is again true. I'll enter into it, I'll print 2, and then do n is equal to n minus 1, it becomes 1. Again I go check the condition. 1 not equal to 0 is again true. I'll enter into it, I'll print 1, and then say n is equal to n minus 1, that becomes 0. Okay, again 0 not equal to 0 becomes what? Okay, again I come for checking here. 0 not equal to 0, 0 not is equal to 0 becomes false. Once this becomes false, what happens is that I don't want to enter into this particular loop. Okay, rather I'll come out of the while loop. Okay, by the time I come out of this while block, what happens is I would have got the output as 5 4 3 2 1. Okay, now you tell me, my dear friends, don't you think these two statements are happening again and again repeatedly? Isn't it? Don't you think there is a repetition over here of certain statements? Yes or no, my dear friends? Right now, then there is a repetition of some activity. Some activity is happening again and again based on some condition, isn't it? Okay, so there is a repetition over here, isn't it? So when you have a repetition, under what kind of control structure does this program come under, my dear friends? Okay, it comes under iterative control structure. Is that okay? Is this clear, my dear friends? These are the three kinds of control structures you have, right? So more on this we'll be doing programs, and you'll understand how to apply all this. First, let us finish off the conceptual parts. Is that clear? Hello, is this clear, my dear friends? Hello, is this clear? Is this clear? Okay, it comes under. Okay, so let us quickly revise. Okay, the three types of control structures. What is the first one, my dear friends? First one is called as iterative. Okay, first one is called as your sequential data structures. Sequential data structures, what happens is the interpreter executes the statements one by one. Okay, and the second one is that is line by line, and then you have selection based. Now, okay, what all selection based control structures did we learn, my dear friends? Okay, we learned if, then we learned if else, and then we also learned if elif, isn't it? And as part of it, in between, we also learned we learned about the nested if else, isn't it? So nested if else is not a separate set of control structure. It is nothing but an if else placed under another else. That's all, right? So we have basically three condition based control structure, that is if else and if else. Okay, now the third one is we have iterative based, so which is nothing but while and for I'm discussing, I'm keeping it for a separate chapter, and we now encountered while. Do you understand this, how this while works now, my dear friends? Hello, okay, do you understand this? Okay, right. Okay, so we have someone directly messaging me saying, sir, one doubt. Sai Anusha, you can unmute yourself. Okay, Sai Anusha, you can unmute yourself. I am okay. Yes, 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 Ankur, correct. It will be it is print 10, no? Print 10 would be line by line, yeah. Okay, so endl, okay, one second, one second. Okay, Sai Anusha, you can unmute yourself and talk to me. Hello, hello. Sai Anusha, who was the one who asked me doubt? Sai Anusha. Okay, this is program 4, right? So this is for program 4. I'll just try this out. So one second. Sai Anusha, you want to ask me doubt? I'm just I'm closing the option. Anusha, why don't you? Okay, you just talk to me here quickly, quickly. Anusha, I've given you a chance to. Anusha, Sai Anusha, you want to talk to me or not? And instead of please don't message me directly, please put your doubt, publicly, right? No. Anusha, I'm waiting for you here. You want to ask me something? I'm allowing you to. Anusha, please message me publicly, not privately. Please don't message me privately, because let everyone see your doubt. Okay, no. So please message publicly to me. That is, let others also see your doubt. I've given you a chance to open. Unmute yourself. Unmute yourself quickly. Okay, let's not wait. Let's go ahead.
Hello.
Yeah,
Sir.
tell me. Yeah.
Sir, in first program you used indentation for hello, sir.
In first program, 1 second. I'm
Once
back.
you open first program.
Can you hear me? Anusha, can you hear me? Anusha, can you hear me? Anusha, can you hear me or not?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, please respond to me. No, please. I'm waiting for you. Yeah, tell me what is it in
Sir,
the
in
first
first
program?
program,
Where is the
first
first? This
program.
one?
No, sir.
Ah, this one.
Ah.
Ah.
So in first program you used indentation for hello, sir.
Hmm.
But in next line you didn't use that.
Hmm.
I see.
Because this
Use.
is not part of if. If I want to make any other statement part of if, then I will give indentation. This
Yes.
print is not belonging to this if. That is why I did not give indentation. If I want to group a certain set of statements as part of this if block, okay, then only I will actually put an indentation. By putting an indentation, I'm saying that this print belongs to this if 1 equal to 1. If I don't put any indentation, it means that this print does not belong to this if block. It is part of your normal program execution.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Got it?
Okay, sir. Thanks.
Yeah, okay, cool. Right. Okay, sir, in elif program no need of indentation. Okay, see the structure. Okay, 1 minute, see there. Sir, if elif is there, 1 second, I'll answer your question. Guys, don't put anything in the chat box for now. Let me take this. Sir, will the idea of n be different for each iteration? Very good question, Bhagyashree. Okay, it will definitely be. Okay, so why don't you just keep trying it. Okay, it should definitely be, because whenever you are actually assigning a new value to an object in Python, okay, it would definitely be different. Okay, Bhagyashree, that's a very good question. Okay, so will there be idea of NV? Very good. Okay, guys, don't put anything in the message for now. Okay, so we will see, right? 1 second. Okay, I tried, sir, it was different. Very good. Okay, so 1 second. Next question was, sir, if elif is there, no, why we need to use if else program? Okay, so yes, they have given you, if suppose you don't want multiple branches like this, if you don't want multiple branches like this, okay, if suppose you have only if and else condition, only two things, either this or that, then you can make use of if else. Okay, instead of when you say if this condition, okay, it is not satisfying, then I want only anything else like this. Okay, if this condition, do this, else this, then you will make use of if else. Okay, no, if you have a series of execution like this, if else, if else, if else, if else, then instead of this you can make use of if elif. Is that clear? Is that clear? Okay, no. Okay, then Anusha is asking, sir, in elif program, no need of indentation. Indentation is given here, no? Indentation is given here. See here, if percentage, then if percentage greater than 70, then print this. This is part of this if condition. Okay, elif percentage greater than 60, then this one. Do you understand? So there is why you have indentation is given here, no? Indentation is given here. This elif is not part of this if condition. This is a separate one. If you want to group a set of statements for one particular block, then you will have to give indentation. Is that clear? Okay, now is that clear, my dear friends? Hello, if you want to group a set of statements as part of one particular header, then you will have to put that indentation and make it together. Okay, now here, see here, if is one, else is, do you give an indentation over here? Do you give an indentation over here? No, right? I want to make that these statements are, I want to group these statements together, and then I put an indentation over here. Did you understand indentation now? Guys, you understand the indentation over here? Hello, guys, you understand the indentation? Okay, 1 second. Anusha, did you understand that? Anusha, did you understand? Okay, right. So Akshada, tell me, ma, what is your doubt? Akshada, mute yourself. Tell me what is your doubt.
Sir, in this same program, there is one if and second else. So all the remaining else come under that second else. Am I right?
Yeah, right.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, that's all.
Okay, sir. Yes, yes. Thank you.
Okay, cool. No problem. Okay, guys, shall I proceed? Shall I proceed? Hello, shall I proceed? Hello, shall I proceed, my dear friends? Okay, cool. So can you guess the output now? I'm now getting into guess the output. Okay, small doubt. Kaviryappa, what is that small doubt? Unmute yourself, Kaviryappa. Small doubt.
Yes, sir.
Ah.
Sir, if multiple elif conditions are obtained to be true, then the first elif condition will be executed, right?
1 minute. Yeah, tell me what is it?
Sir, if multiple elif conditions are obtained to be true.
Obtained to be true. It will, first of all, what is your condition?
So not in this program. Sir, suppose we write elif 1 equals 1.
No, what is this? It will go to elif only if this becomes false.
No, sir, not this program.
Any program,
Yes,
if it has to go through this only. First if
yes,
condition, sir. If this is false only, it goes to elif.
So not that if. Sir, if second elif condition is obtained to be true.
My answer, listen to me, whatever I'm saying, understand. Okay, so you cannot have an individual elif. You can have an elif only if you have a if.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you tell me the program, I'll write separately. 1 minute, wait, I'll write here. Tell me your, okay, tell me, what is the program? If
1 equals to
1 second. If 1 equals to 2, okay, colon,
print hello.
okay, print, I'll just say P, okay, P is
Yes,
hello, okay,
Elif
Elif
2 equals to
2 equal to
2,
okay,
print Python.
print Python, okay,
Elif
Elif
3 equals 3,
3 equal to 3,
print basic.
print
Basic.
basic, okay,
Yes, else
else
print A.
print A, okay.
Yes.
Hmm.
So what will be the output?
You tell me, no? First what will happen?
So first
According to you,
condition-
what is the answer? According to you, what is the answer?
So I think it will be Python.
Correct. It will be Python only. Correct. You're right.
So that's it. So why will the third condition be neglected?
Why means you are already satisfied over here. That's all. It will move away. It won't even go to check others. Only if this becomes, if this is false, then it comes to this. If this is false, only then it moves down the ladder like this.
So means the third and fourth condition won't be looked at also.
It will not enter into these through. Once it passes this, one of the condition, it executes this and ignores the rest.
Okay, sir. Thanks.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Okay, guys, shall I proceed? Shall I proceed? Hello.
Sir, I have a doubt, sir. Sir, I have a doubt, sir.
Tell me.
Sir, in else if condition in above program, sir.
Okay.
Program number 2, sir. Yes, sir. The same program. Sir, scroll down, sir. Scroll down. This program only, sir. The last print statement you said that that belongs to the above if condition, sir.
This belongs to else part.
Yes, sir. This belongs to only else part, sir. There is no relation for the above if condition, sir, for the print
This
statement.
print belongs to else. This
Okay, sir.
else belongs to this else. Correct, no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
If this else belongs to this else, it means this print also belongs to this else. Correct, no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So what
But
is
there
your
is
doubt?
no, sir. But there is no relation between if condition and that is last
This
print.
one and this one?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
There is no relation because this print does not belong to this if condition.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. It's clear, sir.
So what is your doubt?
That's only, sir. The print is it belongs to that if condition or not? That's only my doubt, sir.
Okay, this is your doubt. Okay, okay, fine, guys. Guys, first of all, just answer my question. Did you understand how it works? You understand how it works? Guys, did you understand how it works? I am keeping all the doubt session for the last because I am seeing that these are not doubts. These are something that you can do by your. These are not doubts. I'll keep the doubts for the last. Is that okay? Right? Is that okay, my dear friends? Okay, let's not waste time in answering small. All these small doubts we'll keep at the last. Clear? Okay. Did you understand how if else elif will work? If else and elif will work. Is that clear? Is that clear? At 9:30, I'm going to answer all your doubts. Is that okay? Right? Fine. Cool. So did you understand elif works? Okay. So shall we go to the guess the output? Shall we go to guess the output? And then I will take up your doubts. Okay. So let us finish it off in the flow. Okay. Hope you guys don't have any other major doubts other than this block indentation and all that. Did you understand all this? How the concept works? Hello, everyone. Did you understand how the concept works, my dear friends? Okay. I don't want to go ahead without you understanding the concept. Do you understand the concept? Okay. Now, right. So, and answer this question, my dear friends. Now, if suppose I enter the value as say 80, then what is the answer for this? What is the answer for this? Everyone, I want everyone to put the answer in the chat box. What is the answer for this? This is distinction, isn't it? If 80 is greater than or equal to 70, it is distinction. Okay. Now, right, in this case, if suppose I enter 80, then what will happen? If I enter 80, what will happen, my dear friends? If I enter 80, what will happen? You tell me. In this case, greater than or equal to 70. Okay. What if instead of 80, I will put 60? Then what will happen? Instead of 80, I will put 60. Then what will happen, my dear friends? Tell me. Okay. Okay, this becomes false. Therefore, there is nothing else to execute and it will just ignore this and nothing will get printed. There is nothing to be done, isn't it? So nothing, the output is nothing. Nothing will get printed, nothing. There is no output. Is that okay? Super cool. Is that okay? Clear? No? Okay. Right. Now, coming to this one now. Okay. So tell me in this case, Okay, if suppose I print, I think this is the same as the first one, isn't it? This is the same as first one. Is this the same as first one, my dear friends? Is this the same as first one? It got repeated. Okay. Now fourth one. Okay. Tell me the output of this, my dear friends. What will be the output of this? What is the output of this? What is the output of this? What is the output of this? Quickly tell me. Can anyone tell me what is the output of this? I want you to think. Use your brains, not your kidney. Okay. Tell me what is the output of this. Okay. Okay. I'm showing this to you. I'm showing this to you. What is the, this is guess the output 4, is it? This is guess the output 4, VI. Did you see? Is this the same code? Is this the same code, my dear friends? Yes, no? What is this? Error, invalid syntax. Oh my God. Okay. What is missing? Oh man, there is a missing colon. We didn't find it out. There is a missing colon. Did you see that? There is a missing colon. Okay. That was actually I was trying to, confuse you, and I myself got confused. Did you see that? I myself got confused, right? So, yeah. So this is basically an error. Did you notice it, my dear friends? Okay, now. Hello, did you notice it? It is basically giving an error because of no colon. Hello, did you see that? During interviews, you'll get such kind of questions, right? No, did you notice it? I myself did not notice it. Okay. Anyways, chalo. Now, so did you understand this? This is basically an error, correct? Okay. Okay. Now we have the next one with a colon. Did you see that? We have one with a colon, right? We'll see that with a colon now. We guess the output 5.py. It's now with a colon now. Is that okay? Okay. And so what will happen here, my dear friends? Is this the same program? Is the same program? No, it is. Okay. Anyway, it's a simple, different program, but it's okay. No problem. So now tell me what will happen in this case? What will happen in this case? Infinite again. Okay. So, okay. So first it comes here, n is equal to 5, and is 5 now in Python non-zero value is considered as what? Non-zero value is considered as what in Python? I told you yesterday, right? So non-zero value is considered as true in Python, isn't it? So while true, when it is while true, what happens? I told you, when the while becomes true, I'll enter into this block, isn't it? And then I'll print the value of n. Again, it will go back and check for the condition. It will come inside, it will print this. Again, it will go back, check the condition. So it keeps on happening. It keeps on printing 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. It keeps on printing, isn't it? Is this clear, my dear friends? It goes into an infinite loop. It is an infinite loop. Is this clear, everyone? Is this clear? So first the condition comes to this non-zero value. It becomes true. I'll enter into the loop, print 5 value. Again, I'll go and check the condition. Again, I come inside, I print it. I keep on doing it. This becomes an infinite loop, isn't it? So let me run that code. Okay, guess the output 5.py. As you can see, it is continuously printing 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. It is not stopping. Did you see that? It is not stopping. It is continuously running. Is that okay? Right. So I'll just say Control C. I'm just stopping this program now. Okay. By forcibly, I just printed it. Is that okay? Right. Now, having said that, okay. Surendra, make sure that you don't do all those here. Okay. Kindly. Okay. Right. Do you understand this, my dear friends? Hello. Do you understand this program? Hello. Yes or no? Do you understand this program? Okay. Now, can you tell me what is the sixth one? Okay. Now, tell me what is the sixth one? Can you tell me what is happening in the sixth one? Quick, my dear friends, what is happening in the sixth one? Can you tell me? Okay, if you have a book or a paper, you can write it down. N is equal to 10. Okay, keep answering my question. N is equal to 10, sum is equal to 0, current is equal to 1. Now, while is current, what is current value? What is current value? 1. Okay, is 1 less than or equal to 10? 1 is less than or equal to 10, my dear friends. Yes or no? It is true, no? I'll enter into that loop. This is true. I'll enter into the loop. Sum is equal to sum plus current. What is sum value now? What is sum value? Sum is equal to sum plus current. 0 plus 1, isn't it? Current is 1. Current is 1. So 0 plus 1 is 1, isn't it? Hello, yes or no? It becomes 1. Then what happens again? Then what happens again? Again, I'll go check for the condition. Now, what is current value? Current is again 1. 1 less than or equal to n value is 10. Again, I'll enter into this. Okay, I'm saying sum plus current. So this keeps on happening, isn't it, my dear friends? This keeps on running. Yes or no? Hello, yes or no? Are you understanding what I'm saying? This will not execute. This will not execute. This is not going to execute. Did you understand that? This will not execute, because if I want to execute print, then I'll have to come out of the while loop, isn't it? But the while is not coming out. It is, revolving here only. It is iterating here itself, isn't it? Yes or no? Always it is iterating. It won't run here. Did you understand this, my dear friends? This print will not get printed. Okay, you understood this? This will not get printed at all in this program. Okay, because this loop is not ending. It is not terminated. The loop is not getting terminated. It is always becoming true, and it is running again and again. Is that clear, my dear friends? Just say understood in the chat box if you understood. Okay, let me show that to you. Let me okay, loop will go infinite. Who is asking loop will go infinite? Rutuja, you tell me, is it going infinite? You only tell me. Don't ask me. You tell me, Rutuja, is it going infinite? Yeah. Okay, if you tell me the answer, it means you have understood. You tell me, is it going infinite? Rutuja, quickly, I'm calling out your name, means you have to answer. Okay, Rutuja, is it going infinite? It is going infinite, isn't it? Okay, no, right? It means when the condition false, then it will print the value of sum, sir. If the condition becomes false, then it will come here. Okay, when the condition is false, then it will come out and then it will print it, right? So answer for this question, it is infinite loop, right? So let me just try that out. See. Python 3, guess the output 6.py. Okay, did you see that? It is now stuck. It is stuck near the infinite loop. Did you notice it? Are you able to notice? It is now stuck in the infinite loop. It is not printing any value. It is just stuck. Okay, no? Is that okay? Clear with this now? Guys, is it clear? It is quite simple here. It's quite simple. Okay, I'm just stopping it manually. I'm stopping it. Okay, so let me say Control C and I'm just stopped it. Okay, so did you see it is stopped here only? Sum plus current. It is completely happening over here. Okay, simple one, right? Now, having said that, so I'm going to the next one. I'm going to the next one. Okay, sir, if tab is given before print, it will go on printing one continuously, right? Sir, tab is given current one. Okay, why don't you try it out? Yeah, Rakesh, I'm going to the next one. Try it out. All the other conditions, please try it out. Is that okay? Right? Now, having said that, now what print condition under while indentation? Sir, what if print condition is under while? Okay, of course, yeah, it will get printed. It will definitely get printed. Can you try it out all those things, my dear friends? Harshita, can you try it out all this? If you put print here, what will happen? If you print over here, what will happen? I'm just trying to show you different scenarios for infinite loop, what happens and all that. Okay, no? Sindhu, sir, please clear my doubt. Sindhu, please unmute yourself. What is your doubt? I'm giving you a chance to unmute. Okay, unmute yourself and talk to me, Sindhu. Sindhu, unmute yourself and talk to me quickly. What is your doubt?
Hello, sir.
Yeah, Sindhu, tell me.
Sir, actually here the value we are storing it is in the sum, and the while condition is given in the current. So I don't understand how it is getting iterated, sir.
Why you are not understanding how it is getting iterated? Okay?
Because
you do one thing. You explain the code to me. Okay, we'll start from here. Okay.
okay, sir.
Yeah, start from first.
And the value of n is equal to 10.
Okay.
And the sum value is initialized to 0.
Okay.
And the current value is initialized to 1.
Okay.
So the while condition is that when the current value is less than or equal to n.
Okay. What is current value?
1.
1 less than or equal to what is n?
10.
Okay. What is the condition now?
Now the condition is satisfied and will enter into the loop.
No,
The
condition
sum
is true. No, condition is true. No.
yes, sir.
Okay. Enter into it now. We'll enter. What is happening in this line?
So the sum we are storing the value into the sum, like sum plus current means 0 plus 1, which
0
is
plus
1.
1, which is something 1 will get stored into sum. Okay. So this statement is done.
Yes, sir.
Again, it will go back to the while loop for checking. Okay.
So that's what I didn't understood, sir. Like here we are I'm confused
you
with the
forget about
terminology.
storing and all that. You forget about the say while works like this. While condition. Okay, while condition. Okay, and then you will have statements. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Now, so while this condition is, if it is true, I will enter into this, execute the statements, and again I'll come and check the condition. If this condition is true, I will enter into this, execute the statements, again come and check the condition. I will, if the condition is true, I'll enter into this, I'll again execute the statements, again check the condition. If the condition becomes false, I'll come out of the while and execute the rest of the statements.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Now what's your doubt?
Actually, That's my doubt, sir, because I thought that it is
No, 1 minute.
stored.
What is that's my doubt? What is that's my doubt? Did you understand this while current? This is true.
Yes,
Okay.
now I understood, sir.
Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay, right. Kavya, can you unmute yourself?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Kavya.
So here we declared sum equal to 0, right?
Yes.
So after the while condition, we mentioned sum equal to sum plus current. We already declared sum as 0. So
Correct.
will it be like, I mean, anyhow, it will be like 0 plus 1.
Correct. 1. Correct.
Yeah. But I mean, I want to know, we already mentioned the sum here, which is declared as 0. So,
Okay. So what?
I mean, will it be like 0?
No, it will change here. No, it will be changing. No, every time.
Okay, so this sum will be the value addition of the sum plus current, but not 0 will be taken as if
Initially,
mentioned.
it will be 0. Initially, it will be taken as 0 and it will be changing.
This sum will be changing, sir, but
What is this sum? What is this sum?
I mean, after equal to, there is sum, right?
This sum is nothing but this sum only.
0 equal to 0 plus 1.
It is not 0 equal to. It is you are trying to take 0 plus, okay, 0 plus 1 and then storing it into the sum over here. So the sum will be updated with a new value.
Okay.
Sum is initially pointing to 0. So in this statement, the 0, the value of 0 would be taken, okay, plus, okay, and then current would be taken, which is 1. So it becomes 0 plus 1. So a new value is there, and now this sum will now start pointing to this one.
Okay.
The old one is gone. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Hey, you understood or not? Don't lie.
No, I got it.
Promise.
Yes, I understood.
But okay. Okay. All right. Is that okay? Shall I proceed?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Cool. Ankur Shetty, no doubt, sir. Sorry. Okay, cool. So shall we proceed further, my dear friends? Hello, shall we proceed further? Okay, cool. Now, having said that, right? Why is this not? Okay, right. Now coming to the next one. Can you tell me what happens in this case? What happens in this case? Okay, so we are learning something called as assert. Can you put that in the chat box? What is that we are learning? Assert. Okay, what is that we are learning? Assert. Okay, now you know what this assert will do. What is the, by the way, what do you mean by, what is the English meaning of assert? What is the English meaning of assert? What is the assert is, you know, asserting. It means, say for example, you know, okay, now listen to me. Okay, not property here. Hey, who is this? Assert is different. Hey, chalam, assert is different, assert is different. Exactly, making sure. It is called as making sure. Okay, now chalam will come and tell me, you know, there is no food in the kitchen. So I will ask him again, assert, food is not there. I'm just checking, cross verifying, making sure really food is not there. Okay, kind of, that is called as assert. Is that okay? So in you know, chalam, whatever you are telling is assert, A-S-S-E-T. This is assert. There is one R extra over here. Is that okay? Chalam is anyways. Okay, so now what I'll do is that here it is asking me input, enter a number greater than 0. Okay, now I'll enter 5. Okay, I'll show you this practically also, don't worry. I'll enter 5 over here. So when I enter 5, you know what happens? It first says assert the value of X is really greater than 0 or not, because I don't want to take something else. My program, this is basically used by developers during debugging purpose. Okay, when the program is telling, give me enter the value of, you know, greater than 0, sometimes the programmer or sometimes the user might enter something, you know, which is less than 0. Guys, are you understanding? There are chances when, you know, you will say enter the number greater than 5 or greater than 0, but chances are there you might enter, you know, -1 or something. You're understanding? There is a scenario. Hello, there is a hello, yes or no, guys? Are you understanding? The program is telling enter a number greater than 0, but by mistake you enter -1, and if suppose I don't cross verify it properly, I might end up in doing in some greater mistakes, isn't it? My program cannot take something lesser than 0. I'll not be able to do it. So that is why I am asserting over here. Assert X is greater than 0. Now you tell me, in my case, is X greater than 0? Does it result in true value, false value? Is it greater than 0? It is true, no? If it is true, then this will not get executed. If it is true, then this will not get executed and it will say you entered X. That is, you entered 5. Whereas now if suppose I enter -1, you know what will happen? Assert X is greater than 0. X is greater than 0. Answer my question. Is X is greater than 0? False, no? It becomes false. If it is false, immediately it will say wrong input entered and throw an error. This value will, your program will crash. It will not even come to here. It stops here only and will throw an error. Is that okay? You understand? I'm going to show you this practically. Listen to me. Listen to me. Okay. What is the number? Guess the output 7, isn't it? Okay. We have guess the output. Okay. Guess the output 7. 7.py. Is this the same program? Okay. It is asking me enter a number greater than 0. Let us see. So what is the, suppose it is false. Okay. If it is x is greater than 0 is false, then what will happen? It should say give proper input dude, isn't it? So let me show that to you. 7.py, enter. So enter number greater than 0. Tell me what is that you want me to enter now? What is that you want to enter? Shall I enter 5? I'll enter 5 for now. Okay. So what does it say? It says you entered 5. No problem with this. There is no problem over here. Okay. Now I'll say guess the output 7. Okay. Now I'll enter, -2. Is that okay? -2 I'm entering. I'll see now. What does it say? It says it gives an error, assertion error. Okay. Give proper input dude. Did you understand this? Hello, did you understand? So that I'm not going to carry on with the program. You're trying to do something wrong. I told you to give you greater than 0, but you're giving me something wrong. Boss, I'll not be able to accept it. Is that okay? Right now, did you understand this? Okay. So Pragati, instead of assert, we can also use if no. What is the difference between assert and if? Okay, very good question, Pragati. Pragati, okay, assert is only one set of statement. Okay, where there in if condition you have to use if else statement. Right now, and it is not going to give you any assertion error over here. This is a runtime error. This is an exception handling. Right now, you can do exception handling mechanism. It means, okay, when you get such kind of error, you can take control of it using a concept called as exception handling, which cannot be done, okay, in your if else condition. Is that okay? Do you understand what I'm saying? Okay, so you can handle the exceptions properly. Okay, until you come to this exception handling, there I'll tell you what is exception handling. You will be able to understand. If you put this in if else condition, you will not be able to control the errors. You will not be able to write that exception. You will not be able to write a separate code for handling this error. Right now, whereas when you write this assertion error, it is a runtime error. Okay, you will be able to handle it. Okay, so the user will know the exception, sir. No, the user will not know the exception. Say you are writing a program, and when the user is giving something other than 0, say -1, okay, immediately your program can write a separate exception handling code so that he will do some necessary operations, some other operations that you can do, so that you can tell the user, no boss, this is not you have to do. Or might be because because of the wrong input that he has given, there is something wrong happening. You can avoid that kind of greater damage to your program, right? So wait till exception handling. I'll be telling you how to handle such kind of exceptions. Is that okay? Okay. For now, I just wanted to tell you is that I wanted to tell you that assert statement will actually throw you a runtime error. It will. You don't need to give an error or anything. Okay. It'll actually give you one runtime error which you can later handle it. Okay. Right. Okay, wait till exception handling. I'll tell you what is exception handling, so you'll be able to understand properly there. Okay, but that was a very good question by Pragati, right? So only in if else condition you will not be able to handle exceptions, but here you will be able to handle exceptions. Okay, that is the only thing, right? So let me ask. Okay, Vaishnavi, can you please unmute yourself and talk to me? Talk to me. I'll answer your question. Vaishnavi, I want you to talk to me quickly.
Sorry, sir, I got disconnected and just now I My doubt is, sir, you said the difference between if and assert. When you use assert, you can do exception handling. So does that mean when we use assert in the code, we can write the exception handling code so that the user will understand?
Yeah,
it is not possible in if case.
No, it is not possible, because in if else condition, right? So I mean, in assert case, when assert fails, automatically what is it generating? Did you see that? It is generating an assertion error. Do you see that?
Yes, sir.
Are you giving this assertion error?
No, we are not giving it.
You are not giving. You know who is giving that? Your Python system is generating this error.
System itself.
Exactly, right? This error can be handled. This is basically called as an exception. This can be handled, and when we can tell the Python that whenever we get such kind of exceptions, do it, handle something, write some code for it. That we can do, which we cannot do.
So this is not possible in if.
You cannot handle, no? You will not get runtime error over there. Then you will only have to write, if this is there, then this one, then if this condition happens like this, then give me this. Then if this condition happens, then do this kind of things you'll have to do, and that will not terminate your program. Does that if else condition terminate your program?
No, sir.
It will not terminate your program. When you don't terminate your program, it only does the printing activity. That's all, correct? No.
Yeah,
And one more thing is everywhere writing if else, if else, if else, if else, that is bad. But assertion is terminating your program and throwing an exception to your program. Okay.
Oh,
so what
in
we can
that
do
way, it is different.
So what happens in exception handling? No, the moment we get this error, we have this mechanism to catch this error. We as programmers, we can catch this error and we can see, oh, is an assertion error? Okay, boss, I will handle it to you. That is called as exception handling. I can handle that. I can write code so that I can do necessary operations.
Clear, sir. Thank you.
Okay, so exception handling you'll be understanding later in that chapter. Okay, right? Did you understand?
Yes,
Hello?
sir. Thank you. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So Rajesh Reddy, sir, I'm not getting output in 6th program. You're not getting output in 6th program. Where 6th program? Rajesh Reddy, can you unmute yourself, ma? Rajesh, can you unmute yourself?
Sir.
Yes, Rajesh, tell me.
Sir, I have tried in compiler, it is not working.
Why it is not working?
Directly showing no output.
It won't show any output, no, because it is still running continuously. I showed you here, no? 6th one, right? By the way, why are you parallelly doing when I'm teaching? Rajesh Reddy?
Sir.
Why are you parallelly doing whenever I'm teaching? This is a program, no?
Yes, sir.
Why are you parallelly doing when I'm teaching? You should concentrate on what I am doing, no?
Yes, sir.
Guess the output 6, no? Okay. This is what you're getting, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Output is there, but you're not knowing, that's all. It is running continuously. It is running here continuously. It won't give any output. It is running.
Okay.
You understood or not?
Sir, understood.
I told you that time also, no, that this will not print anything. It will be continuously. It is running here currently.
Yes, sir.
Continuously, it is running here. Correct?
Yes.
When I'm teaching, don't do anything else. Just listen to me. Okay?
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, fine. Cool. Right? Okay, guys. So I'm proceeding further. Okay. Hello. Now we are going to learn something else. Now listen to me very carefully. Are you all ready? Just say ready in the chat box. Just say ready in the chat box, my dear friends. Hello. Just say ready. Okay. Now, so did you see that we have a else part in the while? Okay. All if suppose you are very good at C and C++ or Java, you would have seen only else block in your if condition, isn't it, my dear friends? If you have the knowledge of C or Java or any other programming language, you will see else block only with if. Whereas in Python, you can have an else block. You can have an else block even with while. Okay. And when keep this in mind. That's all. Just keep this in mind. This else part will get executed. Keep this in mind. Else part will get executed only when this condition becomes false. Is that okay? Is that okay? Do you understand this? Just okay. Don't think about anything else. This part will get, that is else part will get executed only once the condition becomes false. Okay. It is not like if else or anything like that. Okay. Just listen to me. Don't keep anything else in mind. Just answer it and just think like this. Don't compare it with anything else. Okay. So the else part in your while will get executed only once, okay, this while will become false. I mean, this while condition becomes false. Is that okay? Hello. Is that okay? Did you understand this? Now, in that case, can you tell me the output of this program? Can you tell me the output of this program, my dear friends, quickly? Okay. Can you tell me the output of this program? Okay, first what happens? I value is equal to 1, 1 less than or equal to 5. Is this true? Hello, 1 less than or equal to 5 true? If it is true, enter into it. And what will get printed? What will get printed? First time, what will get printed? Tell me what will get printed. Okay, it will print 5, isn't it? It will get print 5 will get printed. Okay, and then what happens? Again, the I is equal to I plus 1 will become. Okay, from where are you getting I love India? I'm doing program 5, yeah. Hello, I'm doing program 5. Where are you? You love India later. First you do the program 5th and then you start loving India. Okay. See here, I is equal to 1. I less than or equal to 5 is true. It will print 5. Then I is equal to I plus 1. What will I value become? I value will now become 2. Again, it will goes to this condition, isn't it? Then I is equal to, okay, it becomes 2. 2 less than or equal to 5. This keeps on happening. Okay. At the moment when, then I plus 1, at some time it will become 6. When it becomes 6 less than or equal to 5, this becomes false. By the time 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 will get printed. Okay, once all this happens, it becomes 6. So 6 less than or equal to 5 becomes false. Once it becomes false, it comes out and says done with printing 5 numbers. Okay, then it says done with printing 5 numbers. Is that okay? Done with printing 5 numbers. For now, just understand this much. Where it is used, why it is used, we'll be discussing later in one of the program. Is that okay? So the output would be 5, 4. Okay, it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry. It would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Isn't it? And it's printing 1, no? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Correct. Okay, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so did you understand this, my dear friends? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is this clear? Hello, is this clear? Once this becomes false, then it comes to the else part. Okay, now there's an interesting, this is an interview question. Listen to me. This is an interview question. Can you tell me what happens over here? Can you tell me what happens over here, my dear friends? Hello, can you tell me what will happen here? Let me see who can answer this question. I'll practically show it to you. Tell me what will happen over here. What will happen over here? Tell me what will happen over here. Hello, can you tell me what will happen over here? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. I love India. My dear friends, what did I tell you? When will this else part get executed? When will this else part get executed? See, I'm telling you to think or listen to whatever I'm saying. What did I tell you? When will this else part get executed? Yeah, tell me. I told you when this condition becomes false, isn't it? When the condition is false is when you get this else part, isn't it, my dear friends? Yes or no? Right? Now, when you encounter a break, what happens? When you encounter a break, do you think, okay, I'll tell you what is break. Listen. Okay, well, let us do from first. First of all, let us see the output. This is program 6. We'll see the output and then we'll come back. Okay. We'll see the program 6. Okay, Python 3. What is the output? What is the output? Hey, see here, what is the output? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the output, isn't it? Okay, I'll tell you why now, right? Now, I told you again, see, I'm repeating again and again, you're doing the same mistake. I told you, when will the else block be executed, my dear friends? Tell me, when will the else block be executed? You tell me, I told you the answer also. Okay, when is the else block? When will this be executed? This will be executed when the condition becomes false. Yeah, that's all, correct? No? Now, first time, 1 is less than 10, true, no? 1 is less than 10, it is true. I will enter into it, print 1. Okay, 1 will get printed. Okay, now, where is this? 1 second. Okay, here, right? So 1 will get printed, correct? And then what happens? I'll check if I is equal to 5. Tell me, is I, keep answering my question, is I equal to 5? Is I equal to 5, my dear friends? No. So will it enter into this if block? Will it enter into this if block? No. So I'll come to I is equal to I plus 1. What is I value now? What is I value now? Quickly, I want you to respond very quickly. What is I value? I value becomes 2. Again, it will go and check for the condition. Is 2 less than 10? Is 2 less than 10? True or false? Quickly, I want you to do it true or false, not yes or no, just say true or false. It is true. Again, I will enter into it, print I. So 2 will get printed. And then what happens? Is I equal to 5? Is I equal to 5? False. No, so that I will not enter into this. Then I'll do I is equal to I plus 1. What is I is equal to I plus 1? It becomes 3. Okay. Again, I'll go here. Is 3 less than 10? True. I'll enter into it. I'll say 3. Okay. Again, I is equal to 5. No. Again, it comes to I plus equal to 1, which becomes 4. I'll come here. I less than 10. I'll print 4. And then what happens? I 4 is equal to 5. False. It comes here. I is equal to I plus 1. Okay. Again, it comes over here. By then it would have been 5. 5 is less than 10. Print 5. Okay. Is 5 equal to 5? Is 5 equal to 5? True. No. It will break. What will break do? Break will terminate the while loop. Break will terminate the while loop, right? No, it is not the condition that is terminating the while loop. The moment break means break out of the loop, come out of the loop, don't execute, stop wherever you are there, stop there and come out of the loop is what your break will say. In that case, this else will not get executed, my dear friends. Understanding, very important interview question. This is, they will try to confuse you over here. Break is used to break out of the loop. Wherever you are there, then and there, stop the loop, come out of it is what break will say. Clear? Okay. So this else part will be executed only when this condition becomes false. Okay. So if there is a break, doesn't mean this condition became false. It was still true only, right? So if it is break, then I'll have to come out of this particular loop. Clear with this, my dear friends? Hello, is this clear? Clear with this? I've given you 2 programs to explain you that. Is that clear? Hello, is that clear? Okay, cool. Now, next one. Okay, what will continue do? What will continue do, my dear friends? Okay, continue will continue the loop. Put that in the chat box. What will continue do? Continue will continue the loop. Continue will continue the loop. Break will break out of the loop. Continue will continue with the loop without allowing it to move further. It will continue with the loop. Is that okay? So first, what happens? Okay, can you tell me the output of this? Can you tell me the output of this quickly? Okay, first one. I is equal to 1. Is 1 less than 10? Keep answering my questions. Keep answering my questions. Is 1 less than 10? Is 1 less than 10, my dear friends? True, no? I will enter into that. Is 1 equal to 5? Is 1 equal to 5? Is 1 equal to 5? No, it is not equal to 5. So can I enter into this if block? Can I enter into this if block? No. So these two belongs to this if block. These two belongs to the if block, so I will not be entering into it. So what will I come? I'll directly come to the print statement, isn't it? I'll directly come to the print statement and I will print I value. What is I value? What is I value that gets printed? 1 will get printed. Then I'll do I is equal to I plus 1. Okay, what will I value now become? What will I value now become, my dear friends? I value will now become 2. Is 2 less than 10? Keep answering my question faster. Is 2 less than 10? It is true. No, it is true. I will enter into this. Is 2 equal to 5? Is 2 equal to 5? False. Therefore, I will not enter into this if, rather I'll come to the print statement. In the print, what am I printing? In the print, what I will do? I'll print 2. Okay. And then what happens? Okay. I is equal to I plus 1. Now I value will now become what? 3. I'll come again. Is 3 less than 10, my dear friends? Yes. True or true false? It is true. I will enter into this loop. Is 3 equal to 5? Is 3 equal to 5? False. Therefore, I will not enter into this if block. I'll go to print statement directly. So it will print 3. Now again, I plus equal to 1. So this becomes how much, my dear friends? I plus equal to 1. So people who don't know what is I plus equal to 1, it is nothing but I is equal to I plus 1. I is equal to I plus 1. I plus equal to 1 is nothing but I is equal to I plus 1. Okay. So what will happen over here, my dear friends? It will become 4, isn't it? So it comes here. So if 4 is less than 10, is 4 is less than 10, my dear friends? Tell me, is 4 is less than 10? True, no, it is true, no, 4 is less than 10. Therefore, I'll enter into it. Is 4 equal to 5? Is 4 equal to 5? False. Therefore, I'll not enter into the if condition. I'll come here. Now print is there. So what is this print doing? It will print 4. Okay. Then I plus equal to 1. What does this become? What does this become? It will become 5. I'll actually come back over here. Is 5 less than 10? Is 5 less than 10, my dear friends? Yes, it is true. I will enter into this. Is 5 equal to 5? Is 5 equal to 5? Now it is true. Shall I enter into the if block? Because it is 5, I will enter into this block. Now I plus equal to 1 becomes how much? I plus y will become 6. And then I will say continue. Continue means, you know what? Don't go further. Just continue with the loop for the next iteration. Continue with the next iteration. Okay. So will this 5 get printed over here? Will 5 get printed over here? 5 will not get printed because it has told to continue. So it will continue with the next iteration, skipping these two. Okay. And then it will come here again. Okay, by then I value would have been 6. No, 6 is less than 10. It will come here. Is 6 equal to 5? Is 6 equal to 5? No, right? It is false. No, so I'll not enter into this if, and then I'll come to this print. Now print means what will get printed? It will print 6, 7, like that. It gets printed the rest of the values. You understand this? Continue is used to instruct the Python interpreter to continue the loop with the next iteration. Skip the rest of the statements below it, and now for my iteration, continue with the iteration. Is that okay? Hello, clear with that? Clear with that, my dear friends? Hello, clear with that? Okay. Now what do you mean by pass? This again. So what all you learned? You learned continue, you learned break, and now you are learning pass. You know what pass will tell you? Pass will tell you, listen to me, my dear friends. Pass is telling you that, boss, currently I don't have any statement to write over here. Okay, I don't have any statement to write over here. I'll show it to you practically. Wait. Okay, I'll show you practically. You will be able to understand. Okay, so vi 8.py. Okay, 8 is there, my dear friends, over here. 8 is there. 8 is not there. 9.py, it is there. It is here. Okay, now shall I remove this from here first, my dear friends? Tell me. I'll show you what is happening over here. Shall I remove this from here? Shall I remove this from here, my dear friends? Okay, I'm just removing here. Hello, guys, can you tell me? Shall I'm removing pass. Do you have a pass over here now? Do I have a pass? No, right? Okay, I don't have pass. It means I actually wanted to write something over here. I wanted to write something, but I don't know what to write for now. I have not decided what to write. If I is equal to 5, I don't have any other statement to write, because later I have just written the code prototype. Later I will write whatever code. For now I don't have anything to write. So if I compile this, what will happen? If I compile this, see, I'm compiling this. Let me see if I compile and see. What does it say? It is giving some kind of error. It is giving an indentation error, isn't it, my dear friends? It is giving a kind of indentation error. Hello, yes or no? Now you see, yes or no? Yeah, tell me no. Did you see that error? It is giving indentation error, correct? Now see what I will do. Okay, I'm saying, boss, don't give me error. Just pass the statement. I currently have nothing to write as part of if condition. Okay, but later I will think and then later write the code as part of if I equal to 5 becomes true. Then I will think later what to write in my code. For now, you just do the pass. Don't give me any error. That is what it says. Now when I do Python 3 9.py, it won't give me any kind of error. Did you notice this? Hello, is that clear? Did you understand what do you mean by pass? Pass is, for now I don't have any statement to write here. Please pass the statement. Don't give me any kind of error. Okay. Later, for now I'm just putting it over here. Later I'll put whatever I want. Is that clear? What do you did you understand what I'm saying? Okay. So it means that, I'll give you an analogy. You want to plant a plant. Okay, you want to plant a plant. Okay, and you get this pot. You go to some nursery and you get a pot over here. But currently you don't have any seeds. Okay, but you just kept the pot on your terrace just like that, saying that, yes boss, later once I get the seeds, I will plant it. I will sow that seed so that it can become the plant. So, but until then, don't throw away the pot. Let it be there. Once I get the seed from the nursery, then I will actually go and plant it. Did you understand this concept? Similarly, this block I'm just keeping. If I is equal to 5, I'm just keeping it, but I don't have anything to write as part of this particular block. Later I will write. I will think and write. So if I don't write pass, it will give me an error. So don't give me any kind of error. Let it be here. Just pass this particular compilation. Okay, you understood what I'm saying? Okay, that is called as pass. Hello, did you understand what I'm saying, my dear friends? Guys, did you understand what I'm saying? Hello, understood or not? Okay, cool. Now coming to the next one. I think we have done this, isn't it? So this is called as tuple. This is called as tuple. I think membership operators, which we'll be learning in sequence. Okay. Can you tell me the output of that? The last program. Can you tell me the output of that, my dear friends? Any idea what is the output? 1 in 1, 2, 3. This is membership operators. 1 in 1, 2, 3. One is there in this sequence. This sequence is called as tuple. True. What about this? 4 in 1, 2, 3. 4 in 1, 2, 3. Is 4 there in 1, 2, 3? False. Is 1 present in 1, 2, 3? This is called as list. 1, 2, 3. Yes, true. Hey, 1 is in there in 1, 2, 3. No, this is true. Subhash in this one, false. So true, false is the output. Okay. Now, so assignment for you this week. You have a lot of assignment to be done. So the first assignment is write a program to find the area of a circle. Okay, you have to write a Python program to find the area of a circle. Okay, and to Monday and Tuesday I'll be discussing this programming assignments. For now, I want you to do it by yourself. Okay, write a program to find whether a given number is odd or even. Okay, I think it is quite easy program, isn't it? I need not say what is an odd or even number, isn't it? Yes or no? I want you to write a program to find out whether a given number is odd or even. If I give a number, you should say whether it is odd or even. Okay. Next, write a program to find whether given number is positive or negative. If I give the number as input as 1, you should say positive. If I say -1, it is negative. Again, it is a simple thing. Now write a program to find the biggest of 3 numbers. You have to write a program to find the biggest of 3 numbers. Okay. Write a program to find out whether a given year is leap year or not. Okay, so write a program to input a month number 1 to 12 and print how many days in that particular month. It means if I print number, the month as 1. Okay, if I give your program will ask me for the month number. If I give the input as 1, then the output should be how much, my dear friends? Tell me. What should be the output? Guys, hello, it should be 31. Very good. Okay. Now write a program to convert Fahrenheit to Celsius and vice versa. Ask user for F or C and then carry out the operation. Ask user to re-input for the input other than F and C. Okay, it means your program first should ask you whether you want to convert from Fahrenheit to Celsius or Celsius to Fahrenheit by saying F or C. Okay, and if suppose someone else enters other than F and C, then you should ask the programmer to ask the user to re-enter F or C. Do you understand, my dear friends? Okay, now your program is asking whether you want to convert from Fahrenheit or Celsius. Print F for Fahrenheit to Celsius or enter C for Celsius to Fahrenheit, right? So you might enter F. F means you have to convert that from Fahrenheit to Celsius. If it is C, you should convert that from Celsius to Fahrenheit. If suppose the user enters D, then you should tell him, boss, it is not D. You should enter either F or C. Is that clear? There's the program, right? Now, next is write a program to find the greatest common divisor, GCD. Okay, and then write a program to print Fibonacci series and write a program to find whether a given number is prime or not. Okay, so these are some extra programs we'll discuss later. Okay, but these are your main programs assignment for this particular chapter. Okay, so guys, you understand? So I want you to do it by Monday and give it to me, and I will be opening the group now in next 5 minutes. So all your previous assignments you can post it if you have done, and the group will be closed by tomorrow morning or by tomorrow 12 o'clock. It will be closed. By then, please with your name, please give your name next to your assignments. Only then we'll know how many of you have how many of them are submitting it. Okay, and post all your assignments. Is that clear, my dear friends? Is that clear? Okay, and we will discuss this programs whether you have written it correctly or not on Monday. Is that clear? Okay, so having said that, I'm opening the session for doubts, my dear friends. Okay, so you can ask me doubts, but make sure that before asking me doubts, make sure that it is really a doubt and then only ask me doubts. Is that okay? Okay, let us give chance for others who are really asking some real doubts. Okay, so something which you can do by yourself, make sure that you please do it by yourself and check in the output. Okay, now, okay, so I'm waiting for your doubts, my dear friends. Okay, yeah, cool. Tell me, my dear friends. Any doubts you have? No, Sharanya, the deadline is not tomorrow. The deadline is Monday. Okay, but yesterday's assignment, this for all these things, you can, if you have done your assignments, you can post it. Okay, guys, you have any doubts, you can ask me now.
Sir, Sharwant here.
Yes, Sharwant.
Sir, once go to ELIF program.
Yes.
Sir, for suppose if we keep, for suppose if we give input as a 65%, then 65% to satisfy these three ELIF conditions. No, sir. So then what it will print?
Step by step, it will do it. First one, if percentage greater than or equal to 70, is it true?
Yes, sir. No, sir.
No. Then come to the ELIF.
Yes, sir.
Is it satisfied?
Yes, sir. Here it is satisfied. 65% is greater than. Yes, sir.
Print first class, correct?
Yes, sir.
Then it will ignore the rest of the statements.
Yes, sir. But here 65 is greater than
it won't
50
even come
and
to
30.
check all these things. It won't even check all these things. It will only check this. If it is working, it will skip the rest.
Okay, sir. Okay.
It will come to the ELIF only if this is false, it will come here. If this is false, only then it will come here.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Got it. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. Any other doubts that you have?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, can you move to sixth program and guess the output, sir?
Okay.
Sir, in the last statement, we have print sum, no, sir?
Yeah, tell me.
In the second statement, we initialized sum to 0, sir.
Okay.
Why can't this print statement return 0, sir? No, print 0, sir.
It won't even come here. No, it is still stuck here itself.
Okay, understood, sir.
Okay, next question.
Hello, sir. This is Arvind here.
Yes, Arvind.
Sir, the today's class I understood, but I just have a general doubt here.
Okay.
Consider any example in this, like if condition statement. Can that not be executed on the interactive mode? Because when I tried it, when I typed the first if statement itself, it showed me an error.
No, you can. We will have to actually give an indentation over there. But indentation, basically you use interactive mode for one or two statements. Okay.
Yeah.
So whatever program I'm doing over here, no, try to execute it in script mode.
Okay, that's what when you give some 2-line or 3-line program, when I try to execute it in interactive mode, as soon as I type the first this thing only, it shows me an error.
But no, it won't. It is not like that. Okay. So if if 1 is equal to 1, okay. So give a tab space, right?
Okay.
Then print hello, right? Prints, no.
Oh, okay, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Next question. Guys, next question. Mahesh Babu, sir, is there any switch statement in Python? Okay, Mahesh Babu, just wait and see. Okay, you will get to know, right, Mahesh Babu? I understand even we used to have such kind of doubts. Wait and see. We will observe whether it is there or not. Okay, Mahesh Babu? Yeah. Mind the ready. Okay, try mind the ready. I'll give you answer on Monday. Okay. Unicode values are nothing but mind the ready is your ASCII values. Okay. I think in previous chapter, I think it is in 3rd chapter or 4th chapter, I told you how to get the ASCII values. Okay, no. So try to just revise the concept. You will get to know, right? Monday I'll give you the answer. Yes, tell me, ma.
Sir, in Python, do we use like operators like minus, minus, plus, plus?
If it is there, I would have told you, no?
Okay, okay, sorry, sir.
Did I tell you? Did I
No,
tell you
sir.
about minus? Then it means it is not there. Okay. Yeah. Next question. Rakesh Khanna, sir, what happened if continue not used in program in which you are given? Okay. Rakesh Khanna, why don't you trace it yourself? Just remove that continue and trace the program. You'll only get to know. Okay, Rakesh? Try it out. Guys, any other doubts? Any other doubts? Okay. Fine, guys. Meet you on Monday. So please make sure that you complete all your assignments. I'll be very, very happy when you complete all your assignments. If you don't complete, then I'll feel very, very disappointed. Okay, so having said that, okay, so in while break was in if block, then how it terminates while block. Okay, no, so break is used for within loops, Devarasi. It is not used in if. I mean, it is, though it is there as part of your if, it does not belong to if. Breaks are used as part of your loops and not as part of your condition selective control structures. Is that okay? Selection based control structures. Is that okay, Devarasi? Right? Fine. Good. Fine, guys. Meet you on Monday. Until then, take care. Bye bye. See you. Have a wonderful weekend. See you, my dear friends. Bye.